Do nonprofits need bookkeepers or accountants? Well, oftentimes the financial functions in a nonprofit are an afterthought. Everything else is going on, and the finances are limited, and so the most important things are the programs, the ministries, the activities that you have your eyes on to serve the people you're called to serve. And so in the process of that, sometimes the finance tasks are just sort of tossed onto or given to someone who maybe is the best person at getting them done or has a little bit of capacity. And that's definitely survival mode. And well, it's okay to start there, very common to start there. But it won't be long until you're experiencing some things that will make you think about the next step. Not having financial reports, not being able to see where you're at, feeling lost in the financial world and feeling like you have no time to even stop and figure it out. And then, of course, exposure to fraud risks, the idea that things really can happen that can cause the nonprofit to lose funds or to have something stolen. Then it leads to typically that first hire, that first time you set a position that is to focus on the financial tasks. And that position would be a bookkeeper. Bookkeepers are great at maintaining day-to-day transactions, and they're essential to getting these tasks done that have to be done every day. Typically, a bookkeeper can generate a basic financial statement and prepare some things that give a report of the finances. Well, it's not very long, or depending on the growth and size of your nonprofit, but about the $1 million mark, you'll add a second financial role, which would be considered the accountant role. That's about a $1 million budget that I see that typically is when that's needed. And this often starts as a part-time role that will grow into full-time as you continue to grow. And the role will sometimes be called a comptroller, an accounting manager, or even a finance director. And the key is that it's different from a bookkeeper, and that this person in this role uses the data for financial reporting and basic financial analysis. So it's taking the information that the bookkeeper has been capturing and recording and using that to apply to the vision, apply to the direction the nonprofit's going, and being able to use that to report in a way that assists leadership. They also help to enhance internal controls simply by the fact that you now have two people in the finance function, and the tasks that you should have been accomplishing in other ways, meaning using maybe other staff or board members to accomplish, can now be brought into a place where you've got two staff members. And then lastly, I just want to mention, as you near the $3 million mark, there comes a need for what maybe you'd call a strategic financial role. Chief financial officer is commonly title for that role. And that person can sometimes be someone you first need to engage on a consultant or contract basis. And then as the organization grows closer to 6 million, you probably need an in-house full-time person to run that part of your operations. They're going to do things like financial modeling, very strategic and future-oriented work, revenue strategies, and of course, optimizing cash and debt management. I hope that helps you today, and may you make a good hire so that you're focused on the finances to fuel and fund your mission.